Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Carvin. Hey, friend. You gonna get the kiss of the gift. You gonna get the kiss alive that had to sing you alive this kiss. Oh.
Hey, Angel.
Hey, BB.
You keep running back to your daddy. I don't know when I last seen my pop. I just killed you on my third. This is my last one still hot. All the whips you seen in my last video ain't none of them shit.
It has been so much going
you posting up big mamas like you rich, you bitch, you weird.
I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time, but enough is enough. Enough is really enough. I don't know who else talked live yesterday morning. I thought it was a very productive live. I was very proud of that live because I thought it was a lot of honest conversation. And you still have Barney Rubble jumping in these panels lying. Who's the Flintstone? Barney Rubble. That's what the Flintstone is, Barney Rubble. She just continues to lie and spread propaganda and keep up foolishness. Let's be clear. I don't have an issue with that lady. I don't have an issue with that lady. She was on her live discussing me earlier this week. That's what prompted all of this. I had no desire to go live. I wasn't gonna come on here playing with laugh. Like I know she tried to say I'm trying to use her for a storyline. Girl, I'm not even on TikTok like that no more. So definitely wasn't thinking about, let me get on TikTok and beef with laugh. Laugh was nowhere on my radar, if you want to be for real. But the fact that you keep lying on me, and the fact that you're lying with a fat neck and a bald head, that's pissing me off. Because I addressed you yesterday, and I allowed you to go to Heartbreakers Live, and you went over there, and you lied. You lied because you said verbatim in Susu's live that you had 27 names and I had been with 27 men. You was screaming this from your chest, from that caved in ass chest, with them flat, sag ass titties. You was screaming.
Y'all know what I need, right? Do I need to say it at this point? You know what I need.
And that you had 27 names and 27 men I had been with. That's what you said. And instead of you just saying, I was in my feelings, y'all, he ain't did no shit like that. You lied and doubled down on a lie and name dropped a man that you know is straight. You know that man ain't got a lick of gay in him. And see, my problem, I'm gonna tell y'all what my problem is with that. It's too much playing on TikTok. It's entirely too much playing. And I'm going to try to say this as appropriate as I can be. You made up a lie on that man, and you don't know the man that you fucking with. You don't know where that man's mental is at. Now, if that man got in his car and came to Texas and did something to your ass, TikTok would be saying he was wrong for that. TikTok would be saying, well, why did he hurt her if it wasn't a lie? If it was a lie, why did he get so mad? Because y'all like to play them mind games with people. Laugh set up on panels in October, since you want to talk about the past. Laugh set up on panels in October and went on this whole press tour with Hype Mike and everybody else talking about how I was so predatory to men, how I'm so disrespectful to men, you know what I'm saying? How I need to be careful with men. You lied on a straight man yesterday, Laugh. What the fuck are you talking about? City life ain't never fucking touched me, bro. And you know that shit. And you double down and repeated that shit for motherfucking attention. You're a disgusting bitch. Sick of your dog ass. Barney Rubble. Now, when she said that shit yesterday, when she said that bullshit yesterday, if you can't tell she was lying, you just not that smart. Hey, friend, you just not that smart. So I was gonna really leave it alone. Cause TikTok been jumping, right? And I feel like this ain't even nothing big because me and Trina got to talk and get in a good space, and I was really happy about that. So I was really gonna just leave it alone and let it be. But then I was on YouTube. Is Baldhead in her? Hey, Baldhead. I was on Baldhead YouTube page, and I was listening to Adrena and Good Yellow. I'm like, damn, they was cutting up last night. I was asleep. I missed all of it. I was asleep. And then I see a clip of $2 Live this morning. Laugh. You were up early this morning continuing with this bullshit. Say man, motherfuckers know me. They know who the fuck I am, man. You, girl, you are so full of shit. You are so full of fucking shit, bro. Laugh is an opportunist. Oh yeah, she going on a world tour. Anybody telling her that she can get on, she's going on a world tour. Then she had the nerve to say, well, So Cold not gonna say nothing because So Cold, he just, he's so laid back and chill. Why do you want me to be sleeping with these men?
So I Am Asia Baby in the audience, when Peach said that Laugh is an opportunist, I Am Asia Baby, shout out to the vloggers, said they both are. Now that's a different perspective. And I would like to pose the question. So I Am Asia Baby is alleging that Peach and Laugh are opportunists. Do you think they opportunists? Red, yes. Blue, no. Are both of them opportunists? Red, yes. Blue, no. Well, I'll be damned, Asia. You never really know how your peers feel until it's time to pose these questions and make a decision. But if you want to know how your peers feel and what they think, pay attention to the votes. Oh, Rags LLC said most people on here are opportunists. All right, so the majority have voted that they agree with I Am Asia Baby, that Icon Peach and Laugh are both opportunists. Well, I'll be damned.
And Laugh. Why do you want that? Because you don't have no receipts. Your lemonade was pissed, baby. I haven't touched a man on TikTok.
Y'all listen, this is why I like when y'all downstairs engaging. So Hawaii in the audience said majority of messy talk is opportunist. So I gotta ask the question. Is the majority of messy talk opportunists? Red yes, blue no. Do y'all think majority of messy talk are opportunists? Waiting for their oof. Well. If you haven't already, grab a daily heart me. We are at 400K likes. Now understand something. I'm a part of Messy Talk. So some people might feel like I'm an opportunist. But remember, guys, as I've always told you all, you are what you answer to. The majority agreed with Hawaii's statement. So if you know you're not an opportunist, then you will not be putting on shoes that do not fit. That's just simply how that works. I'm not sure who this is, but let's continue to listen.
Are straight. I haven't been with a woman.
Sunshine and the audience say you have a court case show, Bella. True. I have a court show.
To me, you're the 1% that is not. I don't feel like you're an opportunist. You're just doing a job every Sunday like everybody else do every day of the week.
No, I wanna laugh. Hold on. All right, so I gotta because I'm in the mood to laugh. Because I want y'all to see what kind of audience, how the audience can do certain things. Having a court show over here, right? I do my court show. Me having a court show, does that make me an opportunist as well? Red, yes. Blue, no. I'm intrigued to see the votes. Having a court show, does it make me an opportunist? See, I like when the votes are. It's going to go either way. I am truly intrigued. And we have less than 10 seconds for the vote. Majority voted. Me having a court show makes me an opportunist. I would like to say this. I have the opportunity to take this platform and be on other apps, on actual TV. So if you voted red, I wouldn't disagree. I have the opportunity to be on other platforms. This is an opportunity if it was to go into the next direction. So, yeah.
And trans anybody on TikTok in real life. So why you keep trying to push this narrative, it's beyond me. So Cole ain't never did shit to your ass, be cool with you. But you steadily saying his name. City Life ain't never did shit to your ass. You're steadily saying his motherfucking name. You don't know shit about nowhere from except for what I told your ass. You're steadily back to saying his fucking name. And that man ain't even on TikTok. He's not even on TikTok. She told $2 this morning when Peach was saying certain stuff, all of the men started to disappear. All of the men started leaving because of the stuff Peach was saying to them.
Poetic, did you mean to request that or was that a mistake? Okay.
Do y'all remember when I used to go live and I used to talk about Mr. Washington because I was talking about I had a crush on Mr. Washington? Do y'all remember that? And do y'all remember how Laugh used to sit in my panel and laugh and giggle? Do y'all remember that? The same person who is now from live to live talking about how I'm so predatory and I'm so this and I'm so that. You sat in every motherfucking live and laughed and giggled.
So Miss Virgo in the audience asks, Bella Houseway, you only on 4 hours a week, not 60. Listen, I can't determine why people think I'm an opportunist. I cannot determine that. That's actually not my concern. But I wanted to be fair and pose the question because I am a part of Messy Talk. So if that's how they see it, so be it. That is okay. It doesn't make me no never mind.
With the mushroom background, exactly.
Who is Red? Who are you? You're saying let you up, but who are you? I don't know who you are.
You sat in every live and laughed and giggled. Did skits with me. Told jokes with me. Trolled a man with me. Laugh is in her 40s. And she's miserable as fuck.
Oh, thank you, Winston.
She's built bad. She's bald-headed. She got bad credit, bad pussy.
Okay.
Bad.
I think. Gee. Bella, you don't crowdfund most of these back to school. Okay, yeah, it's getting messy for real down there. I ain't gonna hold you. I think we're gonna put a pause on that. Okay. Hold on.
Now you know who I am, please.
Redbone, first of all.
I did this because Little Touch was talking about she was a Redbone yesterday, so I changed my name to Redbone. I kind of fucking with it.
Okay, now how was I supposed to know? I was at the beach with the family, then we gonna went out to eat.
Well, I thought y'all played Little Touch case early, so I thought maybe you heard when she said that.
Oh no, I only played the part where she told Nitra to kiss some things. So nonetheless, staying focused. Peach, welcome to the court. How are you?
I'm great. I haven't been here in so long. I see these hoes still know who I am, reading the comments. Hey, Asia, she got a lot to say about me and never knew who the fuck I was, but I'm here today. So I can address any questions that people may have.
Well, so Asia, she pretty much stated after you said that Laugh was an opportunist, Asia said that you, she said, what's up? Oh.
It ain't no what's up. I being so cold live and she being there all the time and she don't have none of that energy. So I'm not gonna perform with her in front of thousands today. She can speak when I'm done. What you say, Bella?
Okay, stay focused because I'm sorry, it's
just an opportunist.
The animosity, it's just like, where is this going?
Exactly.
Okay. So, Peach, you said that Laugh gives opportunists. Asia said you both give opportunities. I posed the question to the audience. Don't trip. The audience said that y'all both give opportunities, but they said I also give opportunities too.
Absolutely. So, I think social media is an opportunity, and I used it to get with K. Michelle. I've worked for Atlantic Records. I've done a lot of things through social media, so you definitely should be using it to get any opportunity that you can. So absolutely.
Of opportunity, I would like to give Laugh the opportunity to also come up and
not with me. I'm not speaking with her. You can ask me and then you can ask her. I'm not talking to her. We've already done that on Manny's live, and I'm at work. She don't work. I work, so my time is limited.
So, one moment, please. Peach, you were here first, so I would like to have you speak your piece without interruption. Laugh. Welcome. Appreciate you coming up. I would like to hear both sides. Peach, you may speak.
Yeah, so again, she went on a press tour last October and basically got with a couple of men and tried to run my name down through the mud. And I left. I was like, you know what? I deleted both of my Icon Peach pages and I was done with Messy Talk. Took a mental break. slowly started coming back because I was still communicating with Miss Nitra. So I slowly started coming back. And around the time the opposition bullshit was going on, everybody kept saying, well, that's Icon Peach. He never left. He's the opposition. So I started coming back and trying to catch that page in panels to show people like, no, that's not me. I'm really done moved around for a minute. Which was funny because even when I did that, then people would say, well, no, he's not that person. He's the other page. Like they just kept moving the goalposts, whatever. Somehow something transpired. I can't remember exactly what it was, but me and Laugh began back communicating, right? And so we talked about whatever bullshit issues we had between us. I'm thinking me and her in a good space. I'm back going to Nitra's panel at this point. She's sending me her live. She's telling me how she done set up a new space. She called the apartments or whatever. And I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that me and her ain't got no smoke with each other. I think it was this Monday, I got a DM that said that she held a panel early in the morning and that Lady Essence came in the panel and they were talking about being blocked on social media. And Essence says, are you talking about the same person that blocked me? And somebody said my name, and I was told that Lab said, I don't go to Nitra's panel because he be over there and I don't fuck with him. And I'm caught off guard because I'm like, how you don't fuck with me? Like, we ain't had no fallout. I've said nothing against you. I done seen you in spaces, ain't disrespected you. We was talking to them. So how did we go from being cool where you sharing me your live to now you telling somebody you don't fuck with me? So when I heard that, I clocked in. And so when I went over to Susu's panel, I had to tell Susu that Silk Press was given. And so when I went over there, when I dropped down, she came up. And when she came up, I came back up. And she started speaking on Nitra. And I asked her, why the fuck is she worried about what Nitra got going on? And that's when that popped off because I don't think you played that clip. And so that's when we started going back and forth. And when she got done with her rant, she said, I can run you off the app because I know all the men you sucked and fucked on the app. And that's when the accusation was made that I have had multiple sexual encounters with men off TikTok, which is a lie because I've messed with no man off of the app. So that's when all of this shit really got started for me because it's one thing to cuss each other out, but you're not going to make up lies and stories like that. And then when people started saying in the comments, is it Fireman? Is it So Cold? Is it this one? Is it that one? She sat up there and said nothing. And then when other women like Siobhan, like Nick, like other women that started speaking up saying, hold on, you can't say certain shit, that's when she started trying to clarify. See why Miss Asia Baby is in the comments talking all this shit? You sit in So Cold Live, you know that's not a gay man. You cool with Fireman, you know that's not a gay man. You cool with City Life, you know that's not a gay man. So my thing about a lot of y'all is, you don't have to like me. I don't give a fuck, because I never fucked with you like that, no way. But if you cool with these so-called straight men, why not say, I don't fuck with him, but I know that shit ain't true? What are your motherfucking morals and values y'all claim to have on this motherfucker? I don't like that nigga that y'all cool with, but I know my homeboy ain't on that gay shit. But y'all to sit back and say, like I saw somebody in the comments say, well, I believe laugh, all because you don't fuck with me. So you basically saying that the niggas is gay, all because you don't fuck with me. It's weird energy, and I think it's bullshit. All I want her to do is admit that it's a motherfucking lie and move the fuck on. I ain't trying to be friends with this woman. I ain't trying to have no reconciliation. We ain't having no motherfucking kumbaya. I don't have nothing else to say about her. But you're going to clear up the fact that you made up a lie. Because I spoke with somebody who told me that she reached out to them and asked them, did he fuck so-and-so? I know he fucked so-and-so. I know he did that shit. And I'm like, why are you going so hard to try to prove that I fucked somebody when I didn't? That's crazy to me. You acting like this was your nigga or some shit. I don't understand it. But that's where I'm at with it at the end of the day. I know this is your courtroom and it's for entertainment, but like I said in the video, I think it's a very dangerous thing to put out, especially when you literally just went on a campaign speaking about how dangerous it was for me to be flirting with men. Like, oh, Pete, you doing this and you making them uncomfortable. How do you think what you're doing makes them feel? Because So Cold literally went the fuck off yesterday or the other day over the bullshit. But of course, it's the gay boy fault, right? Like, it's my fault. Like, we not gonna hold her accountable for the shit and the narrative she putting out. It's still somehow always gonna be my fault. And this is exactly why straight men and gay men cannot coexist and not build relationships, because you have all this underhanded homophobic shit. I said on my live that also wasn't played, and I'm not blaming you, Bella, because we got all these lives. You can't play every single clip. But I actually said on my live, I said some things that were not the best. I was going around saying I had a crush on Babs, right? And Babs said, "Hey, Peach, can you kind of chill out with that?" That was wrong. So at no point have I not acted like I haven't made mistakes with some of these men on this app. I'm not saying that. But you're not finna try to hold me. You're not finna try to take that and still say that the shit she going around saying is cool, because I've done that in the fucking past. I've never stood up on this app and said I fucked one man on this fucking platform. I said I had a crush on a nigga. That's a completely different scenario.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to add, Peach? Because again, I want to be fair. Once you are done speaking, it will be last turn to talk, and it cannot be with interruption.
I don't think I have anything left to say in this moment. You can interview her and then you can tap me back in when she get done.
That sounds fair. I appreciate you, Peach. Thank you so much. Laugh, I appreciate you being patient. Welcome in. Laugh, would you like to give us context, or you want to speak directly to what Peach just said?
Good morning, Bella. Thanks for having me, babe. This won't be long and drawn out at all. I want to start by saying I've never ever lost a friend. So I know that you clearly just heard Peach say, I'm not even going to start there. I've never left the app. I've never left the app. I know I take my weeks, I take my time, I let y'all know personally exactly what's going on with me. And you can call me an opportunist, but if you look up the meaning of opportunist, it's really not a bad thing, okay? Where it becomes bad when you try to take an opportunity on the back of somebody else that ain't even fucking with you. I ain't been running this man name. I ain't said shit. When it was brought to me, you know, that Nitra blocked me, of course, people had questions or whatever, but it was true that sometimes I just go in Nitra Live and I sit in the comments. I don't go in her box much because Peach was there. And it's nothing wrong with me saying, okay, I'm done with this relationship. It's nothing wrong with just moving away. We didn't have to get into no big ass brawl. I didn't have to bring it to the app or nothing like that. It was okay for me to say, you know what? I've had enough. And I did not say anything bad about him that morning. When it was brought up, I literally said, that's why I don't go in the box over there like I used to. That's why I don't engage over there like I used to. He nestled in over there, and that's fine. I wasn't fucking with you. But he literally did all of this for nothing. And of course, we're going to pick and choose. Whoever you like, that's whose side you're going to be on, whether they're right or wrong. I'm not like that. So if, you know, the thing is, if you said in Peach's live when he was Peachtree Poppy or whoever he was, and you were okay with everything that happened, that's fine. It was okay for me to not be fine. But at the same time, I was telling Peach what I wasn't okay with. And now it's just a bad fucking thing for me to say the same thing that a straight man told him. He got on his live and said Babs told him, you cool, but you just like chill out, you doing too much. He ain't the only one that felt that way. So I ain't gotta, I don't have to defend. I'm not gonna defend. Y'all seen what has happened. Y'all heard what was said. And I'm not gonna lie. I've already set up the legal shit. Okay? Because out of everything that's been done and said, you know, we can roast all day, we can do that back and forth. But to tell me that somebody is a goon and I need to chill out before I'm found behind a dumpster, to get on your live and speak about my children, to get in front of all of those people and say that's why my 6-year-old flunked the first grade? Like what, nigga? So like I said, I've never lost a friend. And the people that have connected themselves to this story, y'all don't fuck with me. So Peach knows that he has some uncomfortable lies. He says some uncomfortable bullshit. You've got on here and said, I'ma just go unalive myself and I'm just gonna leave the app and be right back the next day. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Yeah, I have made mistakes on the app. And when I really felt like I was wrong, I apologized. But the thing is, Peach has apologized to me publicly on the app so many times. But when he said I was dead to him, it just made me start looking at everything with a different eye. Because I don't say that type of shit to people. So you can call me broke. You can call me, talk about diabetes, talk about all that shit. It's okay. I don't fight my own battles. I just don't. And so this is another battle that I'm not going to have to fight, because if y'all open your eyes, you'll really see the hate train. And it's cool. Get on that bitch. And so you can call me an opportunist now, because I'm going to take the opportunity to be in my own space and fuck with people who fuck with me for real. I ain't never lost a friend. And I'd also like to say, regardless of whether y'all want to say I'm here for coins or all of that shit, you cannot put that on me to say, oh, she just go places to get coins and she just do. No. And I'm not going to go in the comments. I don't give a fuck what live we in. I'm not going in the comments and the comment cousins is naming names that they think might be gay. And you think I'm finna go back and forth to be like, no, not that person. No, not that person. And so y'all putting shit on me that it's gonna fall off because you know you lying on me. But I want to speak to the fact that I've never, ever, ever got on this app and said that So-Cold was gay. I've never said that. And if So-Cold would really be honest, he done already got on her and said who said he was gay.
Rolly, please.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I've never said that about So-Cold. Actually, when it was said about him, I defended. I've never said that about Fireman. When his name came out, I said, nope, I ain't never heard that. Peach ain't never said that name to me, and he ain't never talked to me on the phone about So-Cold. But what you not finna do is get on this app and play like you did not call me moaning about certain men on this app. Some of the shit that you would do and say was disgusting. And I decided to move the fuck away. And so I did say City Life's name. And I was about to apologize for saying it, but I realized, shit, I'm not wrong. And then City Life got on the app and said, If I did fuck with Peach or if I didn't, that's my business. And he was completely right. But let me let you know something. You should have let Peach know that it was y'all business. And Peach, you should have let Jeff know that it was y'all business. So I'm going to tell you right the fuck now, you played exactly how I wanted you to play. Okay? You let me know. I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if it was on purpose, but I really feel like it was on purpose. Jeff is the person who called you and said all that I said. And yeah, I did that shit on purpose. Y'all not finna keep fucking playing with me. I'm gonna get on my own shit, and every fucking thing y'all wanna ask me will be cleared up and answered. Yeah, another motherfucking name drop. And y'all not finna keep playing with me. I'm not finna keep on holding that shit. Get the fuck off me. Get off my kids. My 15-year-old right now is hurt as fuck and mad because a grown man is on the app talking about a 6-year-old who can't defend herself. Bitch is gone too far. I don't give a fuck. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me, and you know why you fuck with me. Now, I don't know exactly who you done slept with or who you done touched, but you not finna get on this app and act like you just went away because, I don't know, I wasn't opposition, bitch. I never, ever, not one time called this man opposition. The reason why you left the app is because you were on a fake page named Sprite, and you came into my live, and I knew exactly who you were, and I called you out. And what's so crazy is I ain't seen the Sprite page since you left. But you got your ass in my live as that Sprite page, and you started fucking with Hype Mike. You were already on my phone saying, oh, I've been talking to Hype Mike, and we're getting closer, and our relationship, all that bullshit. Not knowing I was already cool with Hype Mike before you ever even came around. So yeah, I took up for Hype Mike because I was sick of seeing you do that shit. You, if you are in the community and a heterosexual person says, you know what, I don't care about that, I don't care what it looks like, I'm gonna be your friend, both of y'all owe each other respect. There was no need for heterosexual men to be in your lives and in your space and try to take up for you and be your friend, and you sexualize them. You made them feel uncomfortable. There's no reason to be talking the way that you was talking to them. And yeah, with Mr. Washington, I was already cool with him. You didn't have to do it. Mr. Washington got fucked up with me because of what you said to him, not me. He was cool. So I'ma just say it. Like, you pissed me off, but come on now. 27, when you talked about my 27 piece, yeah, that 27 men, like I don't even know 27 men you know. And yeah, now that I'm in a correct headspace, nah, it don't need to be a list. We were all here. We were all here and watched you do and say the things that you did and said. So I've never lost a friend. You were never my friend. And the reason why that you're upset with me is because you came in my life and you apologized wholeheartedly to me and Alex. And I accepted your apology on the live, but I still didn't fool with you no more. Bring up the receipts, bring up the DMs where you have apologized to me multiple times. And when I wasn't receptive, when I didn't come back and be your friend on the app like I was at first, you ain't like that shit. I said I didn't go to Nitra's spot as much because you're there. There was no reason to try to drag me through the streets. But you want to be here. You want to be back on Messy Talk. And I'll take that, baby. Welcome back. But you can't take who I am, and you'll never, ever get me down.
Miller. Hey, Blaze. Hey, Accountability Court and all the bloggers up here. Hey, Laughter. Now, Laughter. I'm confused, friend. I got a couple questions. Can I ask you?
You can ask me.
Okay. So you just said that the city man, whatever the city man's name is, said if he want to mess with Peach, he gonna mess with Peach. And then you said,
No. I listened to a live. I listened to a video where they were all on the panel, and they were discussing me and what was said. And he in turn said, I mean, it don't even matter. It ain't nobody business. If I did fool with him or if I didn't fool with him, it ain't nobody business. And I said that he was correct when he said that.
but then you hit me upside the head with Jeff. So then you said, repeat what you said about Jeff. I don't want to misquote you.
Said that was told to me by Jeff.
That he messed with Peach?
Jeff told me two people that actually he said Peach told him that. He heard it from Peach. So, and I know for a fact y'all can hate me, not like me how you want to, but this not the first time that that his name was implemented in what was told to people. And now that I know that, I really just been holding this shit, and I've really been thinking that, oh, this is my friend. This person really love me. It ain't really no real love on this motherfucker. It ain't really just, man, say, that shit fucked up.
I'm sorry. I got to make sure I get this right because, shit gets misconstrued all day, every day, and I don't want your words to be twisted. Jeff told you that Jeff told you that Peach told him that he messed with City?
Yes. And I'm not caping for nobody no more. I'm not holding in for nobody no more because it's crazy. The same people that I'm holding shit for, you talk about me like a dog. So no, don't tell me nothing else. Peach ain't heard my voice on his phone in over a year. It may be 2 years. Ain't no back end shit like that with me. Jeff ain't the first time you heard my voice on your phone in a long time. Just because I'm like, I don't want to be confused no more. So it's cool. Do what you want. Say what you want. But I'm not saving nobody else no more.
So if you're not saving, now I did catch and pick this up. You said Jeff said he said 3 names. You only gave us 2 names.
No, 2. Yeah,
you only gave us 1.
Susu, I was upset and I was pissed off at the time, but I don't have to drop no more names. I don't. That's
Is
the
the
name,
other one somebody that's a little bit more known?
Yes, it is. And he can come tell you what was said. That's exactly what needs to happen. He can come tell you what was said. I don't give a fuck about what y'all call me. I don't care.
Somewhere Laughter. And I gotta call you by your government. So Laughter. What about
my government is Kalia.
Oh no, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, my government
is Laughter. Now, girl,
what?
Hush, don't go that far. I want to know, what about a 6-year-old?
Peach got on his live and said that my 6-year-old flunked the first grade, and I don't know whatever else was said about her, but
hear that part.
But I'd like to clear that up too, because she did not flunk the first grade. She's very smart. She reads on an 8th grade level, but she is autistic. And I decided to hold her back because socially, I didn't feel like she was ready to move on.
Don't even need to be involved. I'm more interested in the niggas.
They didn't need to be
Well, the
involved,
kids was
that was
involved
the
because that
road.
should be her
But we're
priority.
not gonna.
Bella,
But we're not
I
gonna
done
that's
cried
Peach.
long enough, and this bitch done ran off at the mouth long enough. I need to get tapped in because I try to be patient.
That was you. Hi, Peach.
It
But
don't look
he
like
tapped in because
it
you
don't
know
look
you
like
was
we
wrong for
passing the
saying something about
baton
my
here.
damn
She
baby.
talking for 20 minutes straight. Can I respond to anything she done said?
Okay.
Sure.
First and foremost,
Right.
what I said was that her priority should be on her children because she told me the situation about the child being held back another year in kindergarten. That's all that was said. I don't give a fuck about the kids should be brought. I ain't disrespected that little baby. I ain't called her out of her name. I said that should be your focus instead of trying to go around and figure out who I'm sleeping with. That's what I said. Second of all,
That's why you shouldn't have said shit about my baby.
I don't want the boxes to
Thank you,
get
boo.
broken. We've been doing good. Let's keep the boxes.
Second of all,
Can't wait. I'll just do one at a time.
she called this man and begged him to tell her that I had slept with this straight man. And he told her that's not true. So all of this foolishness about, I got a confession and I know who. Girl, ain't nobody said this shit. Ain't nobody said that. It took you 20 minutes to get to your point because you're a master of deflection. That's why all week long you had to drag in Siobhan and Nico and Black Diamond and everybody else into the bullshit instead of simply saying that from day one. You took a whole week to create this narrative and this storyline of where the information came from. On Monday, you said somebody told you. Then you started saying, well, Peach, nobody had to say anything. You were moaning his name on the phone. Now you're saying Jeff told you. You have switched this story so many times, Laugh, and that's why you're not credible.
You're switching it right now.
Bella, you better do something with her.
Okay.
You have the audacity in your mind to think that you're so important to me as if you are a god and I beg for your friendship, Laugh. Hear me loud and clearly. You offered me nothing, okay? So it ain't like me and you was getting no big bag together or we had some kind of business ventures together, Laugh. It was a social media relationship. We was cool when we was cool. And if we ain't cool no more, baby, I'm not losing no sleep. So all of this, I've never talked to Peach. I haven't talked to Peach in over 2 years. Girl, come on. You just DMing me, literally telling me that you couldn't walk. Talking about Peach, I can't walk, and I'm crying about our friendship. Me and you have both apologized to one another. So all of this bullshit about how I'm just on your dick and you don't fuck with me and I'm begging you to be my friend, man, come on. This ain't elementary school, Laugh. This ain't elementary school. At the end of the day,
Pull up the DMs. Pull up the DMs.
At the end of
because
the day,
you contacted me.
At the end of the day,
yeah, at the end of the day, we I don't need you.
I can't talk while she talking. We ain't a singing group.
You don't have to.
I'm Beyonce and you're Michelle. Stay in the back, hoe. At the end of the day, Barney Rubble.
Yeah.
You did all of this because you just moved into that apartment and you need the coins and the gifts because you don't work. You don't know what to.
So, Peach, hold that thought.
You muted.
Listen, my bad. I was trying to move fast. I don't want the guest box to get revoked. So hold on. I understand that this is a heated discussion because a lot of negative things were said. Y'all are doing good, but I feel like it's getting ready to get out of hand, so I'm just trying to contain the fire. Thank y'all for gifting the vloggers. The vloggers truly appreciate it. The vloggers are on mute out of respect for the show, but they do appreciate the gifts that y'all are sending. Oh. Yeah, thank y'all for gifting the vloggers. Thank you. Thank you, Callie. That's truly appreciated. All right. I want y'all to continue to keep the conversation level. Audience members, can y'all please continue to run up the likes? We are almost at 500K. Thank y'all for the engagement. I don't want this to turn into a bash session, please. I wanted us to specifically speak to the direct issue, okay? Because it just turned into insults. We don't need that right now. The issue is, as far as Peach go, you heard her saying that she don't fool with you because you be in Nitra's panel. Well, she don't go over to Nitra's panel because you be over there. You didn't realize that there was an issue there between y'all. Laugh was simply saying, listen, time went on and I just... Thank you for gifting the panel, Kylie. Mr. Sweet, thank you so much for helping with the live goal. Understand something. Laugh is saying, time has moved on. Thank you for helping with the gifts. Time has moved on. Peach is not her cup of tea no more. And he should be okay with that. It shouldn't have to come with an explanation. It shouldn't have to come with anything. She just simply walked away quietly from him. Thank y'all for the gifts. The conversation came up in her panel is what she's saying. I just want to make sure that we all on the same page as to the purpose, the reason.
The issue with that is it makes the people listening feel as if this is a person who said, I don't want to be your friend. And because I've said that, now you're harassing me and bothering me. And that's not the narrative. That's not how this took place. Me and her have not been in communication. We're not talking on the phone. We're not texting and doing any of that. Because like I said, back in October when she did what she did to me, I was cool on her then. However, we have been cordial towards each other. So for her to now be saying, oh, I don't even come over there because he be over there. And it was repeated to me as if she said it in a negative way. That's what pissed me off and made me feel away, and that's why I got at her the way I did. Did it on purpose. Even now, using City Life's words against him to say, well, he said if he did fuck with Peach, he didn't. That's his. Like, man, come on. You're doing semantics and now trying to make it seem like none of the men should be mad and we should laugh and joke about this shit. But y'all know good and damn well if I had did it to somebody, if this was me in her position and I went on the panel and did that to Brad King or one of these other men, y'all would have my head on a fucking platter. Oh, why is he doing?
To hold that thought right there, because I wanna direct that question to Laugh. So Laugh, understand, Peach's main issue is that when you started speaking on your feelings about why you removed yourself from him, you stated that you did not like how he was engaging with the men. His behavior with the men was very inappropriate to you. So now I do have some questions for you, Laugh. Laugh, when he used to be on the phone having these conversations with you, or even when he was on his live, were you openly expressing that you were uncomfortable with the way he was behaving, or were you engaging? Were you laughing while some of that stuff was happening? Just to focus on that one part. Were you laughing and engaging while he was doing all that when he was live or when he was on the phone having these conversations with you with the men? Laugh, your mic is on mute.
Okay. I did laugh with him on his panel on a lot of things. I also expressed to him on the front and the back end when I was uncomfortable, when I felt like, nigga, you tripping, like you doing too much. I expressed that on the front and the back end. And anybody who, man, it's times that I would leave his live. Like, man, you tripping. Because I seen people be uncomfortable. But I was on his live laughing and joking and doing all of that. I was.
Real quick, stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that might have sent him mixed signals that you were okay? Because one minute you saying you got a problem with it, but the next minute you laughing and you cheering me on. Can you just hindsight?
It wasn't no back and forth though, Bella. It wasn't no back and forth. It wasn't like, oh, I'm in here laughing and joking with you, and then now I don't like it right now, and then the next day I'm in here laughing and joking with you. No. It got to a point to where it wasn't joking no more. It wasn't playing no more. I seen people be uncomfortable.
Okay. All right. So now I do have to pose another question for you though, Laugh. Do you understand that because, matter of fact, let me slow down. Do you recall saying you had a list of men that Peach allegedly hooked up with? And as a result, they no longer are on this side of the app. Do you recall saying that? Thank you, Retty.
I recall saying that there are people that are not around anymore, and the people that were in his live stopped going to his live so often. But when we talk about a list,
Right.
when he said he said something about my 27 piece, and I was like, I said something about 27 niggas or whatever. I don't even remember saying list. Y'all would have to play the live back for me because we were going back and forth. But I made a joke when he said 27. But what I did say was, stop playing with me before I expose the people that you were personal with, the people that you really did talk to or fuck with off this app. And so we were going back and forth, and I should not have even said anything about exposing him. I should not have said that.
Thank you, Ratty.
I think that when it comes to that, it was okay for me to just like say fuck it, move on. If people are comfortable with it, fine.
So, Laugh, stay right there because Jeff, he just walked in. I think he's in the audience now. Jeff, you know how this goes.
You don't have to worry about it. I will drop. Thank you guys for having me.
Appreciate it. Now, before you drop, Susan, I want to say we already know Jeff is not required to come up here. Jeff, you were spoken on, okay? So, it was revealed today by Laugh that allegedly this whole fiasco of Peach hooking up with men on the app was told to her directly from you. You told her this. So Jeff, you do not have to get a panel. If you want to just stay in the audience and speak to it, that is your choice. If you don't want to say anything at all, that is your free will. But I just want you to understand why your name was mentioned. Okay? It's been a roller coaster trying to figure out what was going on. Again, everybody know Peach. He does what he does. He's not private or hiding about what he likes, how he like. He's not doing any of that. But it took people by surprise when it was alleged that he ran people off from this side of the app because they just didn't want people to know that they had some type of encounter from the bedroom, apparently. Some type of encounter with him. It's being alleged that you started it and Laugh kept it quiet all this time. So, Jeff, I just want to know, did you or did you not tell Laugh that information? You can simply say yes or no in the audience. But you do not have to come up in the panel. I see that there is another vlogger here, so I'll open up that space for them in the meantime, but you do not have to speak to it at all. You already understand how court goes. So.
I said no. Like I said, she's a liar.
Hold on. He responded? Oh, sorry, the comments is moving. So, yep, there it is. Laugh. Jeff said no. He did not tell you that. Okay? Laugh. I'm going to be quite honest with you. It's looking like you on your own.
You thought that he was going to say yes? That's crazy to me. But you know what? Let me tell you something. But wait, let me tell you something. Matter of fact, Peach is the reason.
Hold on, just to be fair. We just had Poozy do it earlier. She's a great example. Even though it might have sounded a little whatever, might have made her look however, but she told the truth.
Bella?
When I asked her certain questions,
I'm gonna tell you, Poozy said that all of y'all got HIV and all of y'all need to be
off track. Forget that example. Let's leave that example alone because I don't want us to get off track. When I asked her certain questions, she did tell the truth. Now, later on down the line, if y'all felt like she was giving some half truth, we ain't gonna focus on that. When I applauded her, because it was in that moment she was telling the truth. So let's not get distracted. I want us to stay focused. Laugh. He is specifically saying, no, he never told you that. And I guess my only question is, was this a phone call? Was this a text message? Because respectfully, you on your own. He's not admitting. If he did, he's not admitting to it. Do you have any proof?
I never expected for him to, honey. I never expected for him to. Of course, he's not going to get up here and say, yeah, I said that. I knew that. And I'm always on my own. Hell you mean? I'm always on my own. They gonna pick and choose. But all I'm telling you is, again, I've never lost a real friend. I appreciate all the laughs. I appreciate the coins, the cat, whatever it is that you all have done for me and my family. I don't be bullshitting on that. Anytime somebody has given me something, I show you that that's exactly what I did with it. Whatever you gave it to me for, that's exactly what I did with it. He mentioned that I moved into it. I did move into a new place. It's not an apartment, but it doesn't matter. It's my place. And it's my place right now to say, I don't care how you feel about me. I ain't lied on.
Laugh. I want you to pause right there. Jeff is here.
Good morning.
It's been
Okay, so
years.
since it's coming out, let me just first say this.
Yeah.
I humbly respect Peach and humbly respect Laugh. Laugh, we had I respect both of them. So since this is we'll just clear it up, and I'm gonna tell you verbatim what was said on the phone. It was a phone call, okay? And she said, Peach has been, messing with me, let's say. And what she said was, I know some shit went down in Chicago. And he may have, I think he slept with City Life. And I said, you think so? Because what was said to me, I said, well, me and Peach had that conversation. And I said, Peach said City Life was cool and he was nice and he drove us around. And that was all that he did. Peach told me that. That was way, way back then. And that was it. That was the end of City Life's conversation. We had other conversation, but that concerning that was it. I said, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something did, but I don't know. Because I haven't seen City Life. And that was the end of the conversation.
Okay. So
And like I respect both of them, and I'll still talk to them. I'll still talk to Laugh. I'll still talk to Peach. But at the same time, I did not say, "Oh, Peach told me he slept with," because we didn't have that conversation because that didn't happen.
So what I've written down, what you're saying is Laugh initiated the conversation about City Life.
Yes, that's correct.
Turn. So I just made that call to Jeff to make sure that what was told to me was what that was. And so after I made that call to Jeff, I already knew that Jeff was bullshitting because Jeff knows that he told me that. He knows that he told me that. So when I made that call the other day and you deflected like that and did all that shit you did and then tried to divert my attention to some more shit that I didn't care about, I knew exactly who you were. And that shit really hurt. But it's okay, Jeff. You don't have to say anything that you told me. You know the conversations that we had. And we're not talking about the other day when I called you and proved to myself that you have been talking to Peach and talking to me. You've been talking about, you've literally been playing both sides. And so when I found out, I made that call just to make sure you were bullshit. But let's talk about the first call when you actually told me. Because I didn't even know shit about it. Talk about the first call when you told me. Not right now while you trying to clear it up. Because I called you on purpose. Got your number on purpose because I ain't been talking to you. But I called you on purpose just to make sure you were on the bullshit that you are on now. So you done got caught up in bullshit before, and I had my opinions about it, but I kept it because I really thought that you were a friend. But talk about when you told me. Talk about the first phone call when we talked about those two people. It didn't come from me, Jeff. It was you telling me information that you got from Peach. Because mind you, at that time, I wasn't talking to neither one of y'all, but I fucked with you. So that's the only reason why your name came up, is because it's crazy how y'all sit around and watch me be called fucked up names and watch me be called liars and shit, and you know for a fact what's being said. So there were two different phone calls. On that first phone call, months ago, whenever it was, last year before last, you told me that.
But you
And I
didn't
didn't
say
never
this
say
morning.
nothing about, hold on, Peach. I didn't even say nothing to Peach about it. But it's
Okay, so Jeff, I need to give Jeff the opportunity to respond to what you just said. I need him to have the opportunity to respond because he pretty much was summoned in this conversation. So, Jeff, do you understand what she's referring to when she's saying there was another phone call? Do you know what she's talking about?
No, I never brought up city life in a phone call until the other day. And
serious?
listen.
Okay.
I gave you a chance to talk, laugh, and I know 100%. City life has never even uttered in my mouth on a private conversation, other than a text that me and Peach had when I said, "How was Chicago? How's city life?" And I don't even know when that date was, but we never, ever, ever had a conversation, laugh, about city life until the other day. That's 100% true.
I understand why your voice shaking, and now I
It's not
understand why
even
y'all be
shaking. My voice
recording.
is shaking.
Now I understand why y'all record phone calls. I ain't never recorded no phone call, but Jeff, I really feel like it's fucked up that you know for a fact you done ran names. You done ran our names of people who you call friend. You done ran our names to each other. You done told our business. You done did a whole lot. And for you to get up here, and I know for a fact you wasn't gonna say, yeah, I told her that. I know that. But it's really cool. It's okay.
Robin Villain. Okay.
Can City Life have his apology now, and we can move to the next case because this is bullshit.
Apology from me, you gonna have to go get it from 2023.
Laugh. You need
Because
to
you hoes is
apologize
not
to
gonna
City
play.
Life. I don't want one
No.
from you
I
because
was
your words
going
mean nothing
to,
to me.
you can't make me say shit.
You've clearly been proven a liar like you've
No.
always been.
That's fine.
The
But
realest thing on you is the hair that you glue in your head. Please.
Okay.
Peach, I ain't doing that shit with you.
So,
I don't.
I have a question for you then. Since we do have Jeff here, he's saying he don't recall saying there was another phone call or whatever. You might be able to trigger a memory. Do you remember the name of the second person outside of City Life?
Name, but I shouldn't even say a City Life name. So of course I'm not gonna say that second one. Jeff can tell you the second one. And maybe
He's,
Peach can tell you the
he's
second one
saying
because
he
they
never
had the
even talked to
conversation.
you. He's saying he never even talked to you in that manner about either people involved. He only spoke to City Life because allegedly you initiated that conversation and it wasn't in the manner that you presented it. He said Peach was like, well, he was cool, he rode us around the city, but it was nothing on that level of bedroom activity.
Why did he tell me that though, Bella? Why would Jeff just call me and say, hey, Pete said that City Life was cool and they just had a good trip? I didn't even know that they were going. I didn't even know that he was in Chicago. I didn't even know that they had met up. So why would Jeff just call me and say, hey, they had a good time in Chicago?
So what he said was when y'all were having a conversation, you initiated it. You started the conversation off by asking about sick
No, no,
wife.
no, no, no. There were two different phone calls. When I called Jeff the other day, I called him to make sure that he was on the bullshit that he on. And when he, like, it's crazy, you know that you told me something, then you gonna sit on the phone with me talk about, well, I don't know. You know, it was so long ago. No, we had two phone calls. And on that first phone call, there was no reason for me to bring up City Life, no reason for me to bring up Peach, none of that. So I'm not finna.
Now, if I hurt you this much that you will lie like this,
Babe, you haven't hurt me, honey. You
this
just
is
let me know.
crazy. This is really crazy.
Okay, so you.
This is really crazy, Lav.
All right, babe.
Of
I know
all the
you
things
still
you've
love me. It's
done,
okay.
this is astronomical.
Hey, I don't give a fuck what you got to say about me, Peach, because you are a grown man that asked me for money and then say I'm
Lav,
broke. So
that's
fuck
not the
off.
point here.
Don't say nothing else to
Stop
me.
trying to change the narrative. You said I
Right.
slept with a man I never touched. And you
No,
doubled
you
down on it
told
all
Jeff
week.
that y'all had relations or whatever
Man,
the
come
fuck y'all
on.
did.
Me and Jeff never had that conversation.
Boy, hey, you
And
know
then you
what?
laughing about it like this is the
No,
person
it's
that y'all want
because
to be the truth.
it's okay.
This is y'all
It's okay.
comedian. This
No,
is y'all
bitch, I ain't
OG.
nobody's comedian.
Well, you claim to be. You think
You
you
claim
are.
to be.
You think you are.
No, I don't. Nigga,
This is crazy.
I ain't never got on here and said I'm a comic, I'm a comedian, I'm a nothing. I came to
This
this
is
motherfucker
crazy.
just to
I live
laugh.
in Atlanta,
It is
Georgia.
crazy that
Bella,
you
can I
feel
speak
like you
now,
got to get
please?
back on this side off of me.
Bella, can I please speak now?
So I was going to say, so I do, because Peach, he sat quietly for a while as well, while you
I live
got
in Atlanta, Georgia. Do you know the unaliving rate of queer and transgender people in this city alone? And so for you to get on this platform in front of thousands of people after you paraded around in October to want to protect black men and keep black men safe from me, and now you've lied on a black man. What if that black man would have got in his car, came to Atlanta and unalived me all over a fucking lie that you're spreading because you're hurt and don't know how to control your feelings? This is disgusting. You done drag Jeff into this. Jeff don't even be in drama. And now because Jeff don't want to go along with the narrative, now she turning on Jeff. Just like she dragged Siobhan into it. She dragged Nico into it. She dragged Black Diamond into it. She dragged Nowhere into it. You named all these people all week long because all you had to say was, I was pissed off and I lied. I was upset and I said some stupid shit. This is crazy. City Life don't deserve none of this. So-called fireman, none of them. And let me say for the last time, yes, ma'am, I have made some mistakes on this platform. Clock that T. Not denying that. I said on my live the other day, the first mistake I ever made was coming on this platform and venting about a man that stopped texting me back. If dude said he don't want to fuck with me no more, I should have moved the fuck on. So I participated in that bullshit and helped people create that narrative. That was the fuck up that I did. But to go from some shit from last year to now, I trusted you. I talked to you for hours on the phone. I thought you were a sister. Every time I talked to you, we was on the phone for hours laughing and giggling about a lot of bullshit, about real life, about this bullshit on this app. And I really thought you was my motherfucking friend. When we was in that group chat, after we left Siobhan's live, you approached me and said, Peach, I fuck with you. I see how you get treated. We should link up together, friend. You initiated all of this shit. And now you sit here and you act like you so hurt and I don't give a fuck. I ain't never lost a friend. Man, you're full of shit. And that's exactly why you was with that man for 20 plus years and he never put a ring on your finger. That's exactly why you had a struggling comic career that's never going to go anywhere. That's exactly.
All right, so hold on, because we're not going to have a tear down session. I don't want that.
I ain't going to tear it down, but I'm just saying, Bella, everything that is happening to you is for a reason. And for you to get on this platform like this and lie, I would never fuck with you again. Even if there was an option to do so. Because if you will make up a lie like this, you will lie about anything. You don't have to apologize to me about anything. But them black men that you play with and act like you care so much about, them the ones you owe an apology to, Laugh. That's who you owe an apology to. So you can act like you don't care and you can act like it's all jokes and laughs and it's big fun. But that's weird as fuck. And any black man that's on the back end laughing and talking with you dumb as fuck. Because guess what, boo?
Hype Mike. I know you got in his motherfucking ear about that Sprite shit because you told me that he was cash apping you to get food. He was asking you to eat on live like a pig. So you didn't think, you thought him getting cool with me was gonna fuck up your cash out money. I never wanted that man. I met that man and he was very respectful. Never tried him sexually or none of that shit. You put that bullshit in his head to make him think, oh yeah, Peach finna try you. Peach finna try to get at you. You did that bullshit and he can't tell me no motherfucking different. Bella, I'm getting out of this panel because this shit right here is so motherfucking sickening and I'm happy that 2.5 thousand people in this motherfucking live watching it. Laugh, you are the scum of the fucking earth. Bitch, I'm done with you. Okay, so now that he's performed, and I'm pretty sure it was good. You had a couple of months to write all that down and do all you did, babe. But I don't really have to argue about what you did in 4K. Nobody has ever heard me say that So Cold was anything but heterosexual. Nobody's ever heard me say that Fireman was anything but heterosexual. All of that shit is performative, babe. I thought you were my friend too. That's why when you asked me for money, I sent it to you. All of the money that I sent to you could have been spent on my kids. And you say that my daughter should be my main focus, which she is. That's why you don't see me on the app 24/7. But everything and of course he gonna run and I stay here. But everything you just said was performative. And I didn't bring anybody into this situation that didn't put their self in it. So look, like I said, if you fucked with me, if you sent me anything, I appreciate it. But I don't have to perform. I don't have to perform to get back on this side. Please, like, pick your side and stay there. If you on Pete's side, cool. You on my side, cool. It's fine. But Peach know I ain't lied on him. Jeff know I ain't lied on him. And you know what? For the record, City Life, I do apologize for bringing your name up. Because it is y'all business, and it probably should have stayed on the back end. But other than that, I don't owe nobody no apology. Y'all always ask for proof and receipts. But the proof and the receipts, Peach got them. He knows why I said I can't walk, but I'm sitting here crying over our relationship. Because you messaged me, apologizing to me about some shit you know you shouldn't have said and did to me. You've apologized to me on live. Why are you steady apologizing to me and I've not apologized to you? Because you know it deep down inside you're wrong. And you're wrong for a lot of shit. So I'm cool. And Jeff, I just want you to, you know what, Jeff, it's crazy because Peach is the reason why you stopped being around. But y'all can go on with it. Go on with it.
I'll say this, because I'm not going to carry on to any other subject but what this subject is. It wouldn't make sense for me, Lab, when you called the other day and you said, I think something went down with City Life. And I said, you think so? All he told me was City Life was cool, he was really nice, and he drove us around. If a first phone call I told you about him and City Life hooking up, then it wouldn't make sense for the second call. I would have doubled down because guess what? I haven't talked to Peach in a very long time. Very long time. I haven't even talked to you in a while. But why I would have just doubled down on what I told you the first time if that was the case.
Oh, you wouldn't have, Jeff, because you've been here watching.
I'll let you finish.
Okay, my bad.
I did let you finish, okay? So it wouldn't make sense for the second phone call. And I told you my exact words. You think so? I don't know, because that's not what he told me. He didn't tell me that. So all I'm saying is, because, and I first of all, I don't get into stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so I would have never have came up in this live if my name's not called. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know this was happening until I think it was 2-3 days. Actually, it was the day after you called me. Then I found out that this was going on, or whatever the case may be, because I just didn't know. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, and it would have stayed that way. But then bringing up my name, and guess what? If I told you that, I would say I did say that. But I'm not going to back up a lie.
But Jeff, you know I'm not lying. No, hold on. Jeff, you know I'm not lying. And you know conversations were had. So, like I said, all this shit needed to happen. It needed to happen because I really thought you were my friend. So it's okay.
All right, so Laugh, I take it that's pretty much all you had to say to the situation?
Yeah. And Bella, respectfully, I just came here because ain't nobody finna tell me, oh, I'm a runner, I'm running, and I'm not fit. No, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna stand in what I said. I'm gonna stand in what was told to me. And anybody who put themselves in a situation, I knew why they did.
Okay.
Lastly, I thought you were my friend.
Jeff,
I thought you were my friend. I would never. You would be you wouldn't have been on a list. If somebody said, who would you think would lie on you? You wouldn't have never been on that list, Laugh. And
I know I wouldn't, because I ain't lied on you, Jeff. Quit playing with me.
I'm not even
You
playing
done
with
been
you,
caught in
Laugh.
lies
And I'm not
before.
going
You
to
done been
argue
on
with you
deflect
either.
and run.
But that is not.
Yeah, you manipulate now, and it's okay, Jeff. Don't just stand in it. I want you to stand in what you saying right now, and just know it's okay.
I am 100% free and clear. I will sleep.
No, you not, Jeff.
And
You done fucked over us. You done
okay.
fucked over us. The day ones that was fucking with you, you fucked over us on the back end and ran our names, told each other business and all of that. And I didn't think that I was a part of that, but now that I know that I am, now that I prove that I am, it's okay.
All right. So it's clear that there's not going to be any resolve, and thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Thank you, Heartbreaker. It's not going to be no resolve whatsoever pertaining to this situation, but we were able to hear all parties involved. Jeff, I do appreciate you coming up. Laugh, thank you for coming up. Peach, thank you for coming up. But we are getting ready to get to the bottom line. Now, Laugh did take accountability, and she admitted that she was wrong for bringing City Life name up, so I will give her that. But she said anything else she's not apologizing for. You cannot force an apology. But she did own up to bringing up his name. So we're not going to downplay any accountability at all. Okay? However, she said that Jeff was the one who told her this information. Y'all heard it here in 4K. That man denied everything that she said. So with that being said, unfortunately, a friendship will not be reconciled. Y'all did witness what happened throughout the week, things that were said. So I do have to leave it up to y'all. So my question is, after hearing testimony from all three parties, unfortunately, three parties, because Jeff did get involved. He was apparently an eyewitness, okay, or character witness, per se. He was a character witness that it didn't go in the direction that it was supposed to go for Laugh, unfortunately. So, was Laugh wrong? Was Laugh wrong for stating that Peach had any private acts with men on this app? I gotta be careful with my words. Was Laugh wrong for putting it out there that Peach had interactions with men in the bedroom from this app? Red, yes. Blue, no. Was she wrong for that? Okay. Okay. The people have definitely spoken. I'll be right back. Hold on. So before you say anything, I apologize because I was going to wait to bring you up. So before you say anything, I just want to get some of these questions out. I appreciate your patience, Nikwa. We'll get some of these questions out and then... All right. So the majority said Laugh was wrong, okay? Next question I have to pose. If that did happen, if Peach did interact with any men on this app, was it our business to know? Was it our business to know if Peach slept with anybody on this app? Red, yes. Blue, no. Was it our business to know any of it? For the one saying yes, I am curious as to why. When you are not voting, continue to run up the likes. I appreciate the engagement. We have over 500K in likes. Thank you for the engagement. And thank you to those who have been subscribing and sending out subscriptions. So far, Mrs. Sweet is still in the lead for the most gifts sent. Okay? So the majority said no. It was not our business to know if he was being intimate with anybody on the app. I'm gonna pose it, even though it might not come to fruition, but I'm gonna ask anyway. When the smoke clears, do y'all think at some point a conversation will be held for Peach and Laugh to be friends again? Red, yes. Blue, no. At some point, do y'all see them having a conversation to be friends again? Okay. Niqua, I appreciate that you were patient during these questions. What did you want to add to the conversation?
Oh, hey guys, I'm gonna try to talk calm because I'm on my last page. So please, y'all, let me make it. It's my last page. So, I just think it's so scary, right? That I hate when people ask right after they say right after they say a statement. So let me take that out. But I think it's very scary when somebody can just be a habitual liar and make up fairy tales and situations on people, and they don't even realize that it can cause like it can like really cause some terrible shit to happen. And I think that apology was fake and phony. I think she just needs to keep them people, including me too, name out of her mouth. I've been told y'all a couple years ago she was fake. She's fake. Now she's up here talking about Peach accepting money from her. Well, you accepted money from people that had stuff to do with their children. So while you up here doing all this lying, now you done turned on Jeff and anybody else that don't go along with your lies, you're gonna turn on them. But she's ultra fake. Ultra fake. So anyway, y'all proved her wrong because she can't come with no receipts and none of that. And I'm just happy that y'all proved who she was this week. Thank you guys. Thank you, Bella, for letting me up in the panel. If you have any questions, I'm here though.
I mean, well, based on your commentary, it sounds to me like you didn't have a good you didn't have good engagement with her either.
No, she what she does is she get on the phone with everybody. So she got everybody's phone number. And she makes it seem like everybody is doing something to her. Everybody is not supporting her.
I apologize for interrupting you, but they're posing the question in the audience that I missed. So they wanted to know, because she did call Jeff up to be a character witness, they wanted me to pose the question if Jeff was telling the truth. The testimony that he gave today, do y'all think he was telling the truth? So that's the question that they wanted me to pose. Do y'all think Jeff was telling the truth today? Red, yes. Blue, no.
I don't.
Yeah, the numbers is quite high on both sides. That's interesting. It's a damn near split. Someone in the audience said he covered his ass.
Sound credible. He sounded like he was lying up his ass as well.
Wait, this is getting close. Hold on, wait a minute. This might go another way. Y'all have less than 10 seconds to put your vote in. Oh, that just took a turn. Oh shit. So the audience think Jeff was not telling the truth. Oh, that took a turn. Damn. Someone in the audience said, Jeff, you ain't a good liar. Oh shit, now that just took a turn that I was not expecting. Now laugh before you come back up, because I did interrupt Niqua while she was talking. Niqua, I'm listening. What was your reasons for why you feel the way that you feel?
Oh, I was just saying that she just does this thing, and she done it up here multiple times today, and she just makes it seem like nobody is supporting her when everybody is supporting her. Everybody talks to her on the back end, and then she goes to this person and say, you know, such and such said this about you, and I don't really like how she. But it's all just to start mess. All just to start mess, and everybody has a problem with her. Everybody doing something wrong to her. I just think y'all need to see through that bullshit for real, because it's so crazy, and it's just like she'll get up and lie and manipulate and make it seem like one thing is another, and before you know it, you're giving her money. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, I just feel like the City Life situation, or any of the guys who was mentioned or it was insinuated, she should have never did that. I hope City Life do not accept her fake ass apology, because it was fake. That's what I hope. And I hope that y'all get from around, because it's crazy.
And Bella, I just wanted to clarify, because I see people are confused when they're saying, well, why were certain things said? Because they fit the narrative. I went to a group trip to Chicago. That's where me and City Life were in the same city. So when you're trying to tell a story, you have to make a sense why or how these people were in the same time frame together. That's why his name would have been dropped. Dr. Phil was also on the trip with us. Then when people say, well, why would she lie on Jeff? Because she knows that me, her, and Jeff all were on the back end at some point communicating with one another. So that's why these things and these people got put into this situation. If that helps people understand why certain names were said and not others. I saw somebody say, well, she could have said anybody's name, but I wasn't in anybody's city.
While you are up here, somebody did send a message saying, Peach, we remember you antagonizing straight men. So.
Well, and some of your favorite straight men were sending me their phone numbers. So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what y'all do and don't remember. I took accountability for what I said to certain men, and that has nothing to do with the narrative that was painted this week. I haven't slept with one person on this platform and don't intend to. And what I do know is that anything I do in my bedroom, I don't bring to the social media app, unlike some people. So you can never put me in that same narrative with these other hoes y'all love.
Can I ask? Oh, I'm sorry. So, yeah, wait one moment. I ain't gonna hold you real quick. I got another message. They did drop the name of the other person that it is alleged.